Okay.
Got
I've
it.
been recording this whole time. What?
What?
You said wait.
What?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Eurovision season. If you are new here, welcome to our chaotic home. On this channel, we like to react to Eurovision songs for the very first time with no prior knowledge of content, context, or style, and just give our very first gut impressions.
Good.
We're not.
This.
Like I said, chaotic home. We are not particularly experts. So like our opinions may differ from yours, and our opinions will definitely change as well the more we hear stuff. So feel free to have different feelings about things. Your feelings are valid.
We're
Today
experts in not being experts.
we are so
We are
good
we're experts at being
at
amateurs.
being a novice. Today we are reacting to Belgium's entry for 2025. The performer is Red Sebastian, and the song is called Strobe Lights. Any impressions?
I want to go first again.
Do it.
Slovenia, you let me down with no clocks. How about Belgium? Don't let me down. You have strobe lights. This one's gonna have strobe
This
lights.
is
It better have strobe lights.
if it doesn't have strobe lights, I will absolutely
Walk away.
It's gonna be lit
it'll
by
be
nothing
perfect.
but Edison bulbs.
Yeah, like I want this to have exactly 0 strobe lights in it. Because it's called strobe lights, and it would be the most Eurovision thing ever to call it strobe lights and have nothing to do with strobe lights and have no strobe lights in it.
Just like beams of light.
So we have it's just lasers. Lasers
but
everywhere.
they're not strobing
No strobe.
I think Sebastian's probably a communist.
because he's red.
Oh, I was gonna say that the character in The Little Mermaid, Sebastian, is
yeah.
a red. What is he, a lobster or crab?
Lobster.
Lobster.
He's crab.
Under the sea.
He
Anyway.
goes side to side.
Yep, basically
Under
we're
the
gonna have
sea.
crustaceans singing this song.
There's an abbey in my lap. But under the sea.
Not under the sea. She wouldn't be swimming.
She's
She
gonna be because I'm
hates
gonna
it.
drown.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started and see what Belgium has. I usually tend to vibe with Belgium, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Am I biased? Yes, I am.
Belgium.
Belgique.
American oil.
Strobe lights.
Oh, we
That's the
already
title.
said that. You can't cut that. It's the title of the song.
Oh.
Oh.
We got strobe lights.
None of these are strobe lights.
This side. They're strobing them.
Those are regular lights. They're just turning on and off. They're not strobing fast enough.
That's just
It's gonna
flash
increase.
lights.
We're gonna get it during the chorus.
Wonderland, not under the sea.
This coat seems ineffective.
You don't know how it's keeping him warm.
It's like a nipple coat. Like, do you get cold from your nipples up?
It's got so many layers. These don't sound like audience members that are enjoying the song. They sound like they've piped in fake audience screams.
All right, now we're getting strobing. Real strobing.
Okay, here we go.
All right, don't strobe the camera. Ow!
But
It's like the
that's what
weakest
makes
dance.
his dancing super awesome. Okay, like,
So is that a safety cable, or is that going to come into play?
is he gonna fly?
It's got a cable attached
Oh,
at the waist and his back.
he's gonna jump off the platform.
No, I think it's just a safety cable.
No.
I would say with the
I mean,
black platform.
you could get very dizzy performing on that raised platform that is the same color as the pit beneath you. Okay.
Couple random people
Did
jumped
they
up
lo-
from the audience.
Did they lower the platform or did the people get up here? Okay, I hope you don't do too many festivals right before Eurovision. Yeah, they did lower the platform. Okay.
I think it was kind of lowering throughout.
Yeah. All right, vocals, go.
Okay, so the first part of the song, I was feeling like they weren't singing all of the way. Like they were just singing quietly, but the volume was turned up. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Why is it like that? And then when they went into like the really high belty part, then I was like, okay. And then it went back down again. And so it was weird. Like felt like they weren't singing with the full voice.
Yep.
At the beginning and in the middle.
I think, yeah, I was just generally feeling unimpressed until the high chorus bits. I'm like, oh, okay, this is why you won the national final.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I would love to see this as a duo, maybe, and have somebody else who has a much stronger lower register do the versey bits.
And someone
and
be
then
the
transition.
upside down twin.
Yeah, and be an upside down twin. Look at you, Slovenia. To really help fill out the vocals. Because this is something that, like, in a studio, you could absolutely have one person, have him do all of that and make it sound really excellent and get the complete full sound out of the lower parts. But in a live setting, it's a lot harder, especially if you're in a 50-pound snowsuit, also raised up in the air and in the dark. Yeah. So yeah, I think the vocals were just not as strong on the lower stuff. Like, he has the notes, but like you said, it seemed like he was just kind of doing his little half voice on the lower pits.
Yeah.
I feel like it just made like what, like you're saying, could be in like a studio where you can adjust gains in different spots with instrumentation and stuff like that, where you have a little more latitude throughout the track to really tailor it, that you could make it a really interesting song. But in this context, it just comes off as kind of flat. It's just like even the chorus where he's like really trying to go out, it's like, it's still kind of like, okay, we've cut, like, you're here, now you've come to here. Where I want you to be is like over here, right? Like,
I thought
it's
you
like
out to
we
here.
didn't quite feel
I
like
thought it was
that.
only these two.
I just, maybe like the very end, like that last note, but like with the instrumentation behind it, the instrumentation was still kind of like, the instrumentation was like,
Yeah.
so like with his voice, it just wasn't, the whole thing just felt kind of like, oh, we did a little more. Is that enough, guys? Is that enough? Good. All right, we're going home.
Cool. Did you have thoughts vocally?
The
You don't
things
have
that have
to.
been said. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
The
that's
register
fair
and
enough.
belting was much better. Otherwise, kind of weak, and I'm just.
Yeah.
I felt like whenever that happens, I feel like it is just a like you're. It feels like the artist isn't in it, you know, as much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Energy-wise, like appearance-wise, they were definitely into it, right? Like fully there, but it just didn't come across.
From a songwriting standpoint, I thought this was interesting. I wouldn't turn it off. But I didn't feel like anything was like unique or different or creative specifically. It just was nice. I enjoyed it. I could definitely dance to it.
Yeah.
Tyler is currently dancing to the memory of it. Poor Abigail.
She cares.
She seems like she does not care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this song. I think I'm gonna have to listen to it more than once.
Yeah,
And
I'll
I
bet the
also want to
recording.
listen to the studio
Yeah,
recording.
it's
I
probably
think I'm
excellent.
probably gonna be really into the recording.
hmm
So hopefully the live one can get better.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, I think that's the struggle, right?
Rehearsals.
Is like you can have one that is a great studio recording, like yes, that's we're sending this, and then it just doesn't work live.
Mm.
Like there are
That has
especially
happened in Eurovision a lot.
yeah, and especially in electronica, like it's way easier to get it right in the studio.
hmm
It's a lot harder to get it right live. I
Yep.
mean, if there's vocals, if there's not vocals, it's
But it's
fine, right?
the
Like,
same.
but like, is this because you're just doing that? You're just pulling the
Stupid
studio
human
into
voice.
a stadium. But like when there's vocals involved, there are certain songs that definitely are really hard to get right
Yeah.
in live, and yeah, in Eurovision frequently they struggle.
Yeah. Performance-wise, it felt like I could tell what they were trying to do, but it wasn't necessarily executed just right.
The
There's
token
time.
dancing.
Yeah, like the pieces were very disjointed instead of it flowing into a whole package. You could see him thinking about what he was supposed to be doing, which for that vocally, it's pretty impressive that he was able to keep singing well while trying to remember the little bits of choreography here and there. I don't know. The light show was cool, but the choreography was a little off for me.
Same.
I felt like I was having a really hard time connecting with them.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of it where it was just blank stare straight at the camera,
Mm-hmm.
which I think can work if that's a character choice.
You gotta smolder though.
Like it'll work for the little for the puppet one. You could do a blank face. Luxembourg, you can do that. But this wasn't a character, I don't feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's more, I don't know.
Yeah.
There needs to be like something that makes me want to connect with the stage presence more, because blank stare is not really the way to do it.
I can do blank stare if it's like a really strong bass,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's like a
Gravelly.
really creepy, ethereal, wispy sound.
Yeah. Or I think if you are gonna do the blank stare, you have to like solidly commit and just keep doing the blank stare.
Like
but it
Blanche.
was, I don't know.
Oh, you do.
Which one is that?
It was the City Lights one. Oh, you'll remember
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Also,
But yeah, that's how I feel.
that's just
It was
how
kind of
I
weird that they
feel.
introduced dancers in like the last 15 seconds of the song.
Like again, and the way they came up, the way like they just came up
Well-
and they were kind of like.
Oh, hi.
It's
They're
like
like,
if
no,
I got up there and started
Because they
trying
already
to dance.
decided that it was going to be a close-in camera shot. So like, but we need you all in the shot. So like, there's this huge stage, but we need you all to be like right here, but also like just all out dance. And they're like, okay.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all the way awkward. Like,
It's like
the entire time.
it's like 4 people. They're like you
You're
are
wearing
all
red and
wearing
black.
red. Yep, please come up here.
Yeah.
And then they all went up and they're like, I don't know how to dance. I'll just wiggle a bit, which is what happens when people tell me to dance. I just
Wiggle a bit.
wiggle a bit and I like pick my feet up and put them down again and pick them up and put them down again. I'm like, I'm dancing,
Both
folks.
of them at the same.
And
He's
that's
just
what it felt
hopping.
like. It just felt like
jumping.
even his where it's like there was clearly choreography.
Yeah.
It was kind of like
I need space.
I'm pretty sure this is the thing I'm supposed to do. Like, so overall, like, I don't know if it was just not enough rehearsal or something. It just very much felt like they need some work and some polish on that.
Which, guess what? You got time.
They got all kinds
Yeah.
of time to polish that.
Nope. Just a couple months.
They have some time to
There you
polish
go.
that. They aren't vampires like our previous
Yeah.
video.
How much time is left?
Who knows? Infinity time.
Being a vampire doesn't mean that your deadlines are null and void. Like, we'll talk later.
I don't understand.
Anyway, what lyrics, thoughts? I mean, there were lyrics.
Gonna be honest, I didn't hear any of them except for strobe
was-
lights. My brain wasn't turned on for lyrics.
Was your brain turned on for lyrics?
No, because everything just kind of faded into the like, do I like your voice? Do I not? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're hitting notes, but all I'm listening to is the note. I'm not listening to the words that are being conveyed.
But a
I
lot of
guess I don't know if that. I don't know.
a lot
if
of
it even
dance
had
songs,
anything.
it's like the lyrics are kind of the last part of it. They're not super
It's like, oh
important.
yeah, we gotta put lyrics for him to sing to. He can't just go, you do.
Well, he sang the title.
Like,
What if the whole time the lyrics were just strobe lights and we
Strobe
didn't
lights,
notice?
strobe lights,
Well,
strobe lights, strobe
Yeah,
lights.
I only noticed
Lights.
the strobe lights whenever it first started, and then it was like, okay, but that was bad. But when are we gonna get better? Oh, okay. And now it doesn't matter because I'm trying to figure out, okay, what
That's
are
fair.
we doing with the staging? What are we doing with this non-choreography? Is something gonna happen here that's gonna be crazy and interesting? And it didn't.
Oh,
But I could vibe to it.
interesting.
Like that's the thing. Like Maya was saying, it's like I would like want to
Yeah.
listen to it again because you can totally vibe to it.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
I kind of thought that the choreographers were gonna do like a costume reveal thing.
Dancers need to rip off the puffy jacket at some point,
At
right?
least.
It's
maybe
only
they're
half
waiting
a jacket.
for the
How do you-
actual performance.
like it's already mostly
All the
off.
feathers.
you just
go.
peel out of it.
No, it was like a whole. There were layers.
Was it the
There was-
jacket stopped right
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah,
then there was a
But
thing
that
under
wasn't
that.
the whole outfit.
Okay,
Was
yeah.
not the jacket.
I don't know
Agreed.
if you're aware that
I
you
guess.
don't have to have a full shirt to take it off. You can take off a crop
Yo, look at
shirt.
Winnie the Pooh. All he has is a crop top.
It's because Winnie the Pooh's a pervert.
All right.
I had a thought.
Bear.
mine
He
has a
never
thought.
wears
Weird.
pants.
It's weird that he's wearing a shirt.
I had a thought lighting wise.
Skip.
It is not ideal to have fake red hair and then red lights because I
Oh,
didn't realize that their hair was red until like partway through the song, and
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah.
The whole like the oversaturation of the red is weird. It's like, okay, we get it. Your name's Red Sebastian.
You
Red's
get
kind of
it.
your
You're
thing.
communist.
Like, calm down with all the red. Like, yeah, it's a lot. It's oversaturated, and so it kind of doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Eh.
But what if you're blue? Abada yabada. And
Uh,
then your entire world is blue.
It's better than being green because then
Blue
you'd
on
die.
The outside.
It's not that easy being green.
I don't think that's the actual lyrics of that song, but I always hear that. I'm blue. If I was green, I would.
If I was green, I would die.
I've always heard that as that, like, I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green. I know it's not right, but that is what I have heard every time I hear that song. I can't
Oh.
not hear those lyrics.
I'm so mad at you now because that's what I'm gonna do now. Ooh, Eurovision sponsored by Bailey's. I had no idea. Anyway, yeah.
Delicious.
All right,
Strobe lights.
my brain is strobe lights right now, so we're gonna cut it off here. Let us know how you feel about the song. Thank you for joining us. If you're still here, hi. And we'll be back with another song next time. Until then, bye.
Bye.